on the channel, we're rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling our way into another Jack's Classic Superstars Tag Team Series 1 unboxing and review today with Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, the Rockers.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jack's Classic Superstars unboxing and review. And today on the channel from Jack's Classic Superstars, the Tag Teams Series 1 Toys R Us exclusive. We've got Marty Jannetty, we got Shawn Michaels, we've got the Rockers. But for all your modern day wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And of course, the Rockers, one of the most famous tag teams of the 80s, early 90s time frame. Of course, the quick tag team out there. You had a lot of big, brooding tag teams, and you had the Rockers that were flying around. And of course, the ladies loved them like a young Rock and Roll Express as well. So we all remember the Rockers for sure. So a great tag team to see in Series 1. However, a little bit left to be desired maybe in the outfits here, as this outfit is iconic in its own way. I really do remember this from, I think it was like the Wrestling Spotlight album cover, or I should say magazine cover back in the day is where I remember this. I think there was a poster as well of this. But of course, most of the times they wrestled without their shirts on, some of the neon colors, things like that. So definitely a different, but it is a moment in time of the Rockers. Would have liked to have seen a regular Rockers, almost like a Hasbro edition Rockers in the Class Superstar series. We never did get that, but we did get this Rockers, and I guess we'll settle for that at this point in time. But of course, we're going to do this unboxing and review like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. Not really, but we're going to talk about it later on in this video as well. So without further ado, let's see what the Rockers are up to right here. You got old Shawn Michaels, got Marty Jannetty, of course, looking good. Matching outfits, that's always really cool. And then you do get the tag team title belts with these. Very interesting. We didn't get them with the Legion of Doom, but we do get them with the Rockers. And the Rockers, technically, were not tag team champions. I guess depends how you look at it and stuff. I mean, I guess it's up for debate, but most, like, I guess I won't even say most. I'll say myself, I don't really classify them as tag team champions, so it does feel a little bit weird to get the tag titles with them. But they were definitely a part of the scene, as we definitely do know. On the side, we got the old Rockers. Oh, the Rockers. Listening to Judas Priest. Living After Midnight was their theme for a while back in the AWA. How about that? All right. There it is on the back. Got the glamour shots up top, the two tails of the tapes, the blurbs. You got the big cross cell down below with the Heart Foundation, the Legion of Doom, and the Rockers. Look at Animal there, taking a knee in the middle. He's taking a knee. He's taking a knee for the team. There he is. UPC's warnings down below as well. Let's see what it says about our old friend Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. We'll start with Shawn. Debuted in 1984, 225 pounds, 6'1", finishing move, the Sweet Chin Music. Titles, WWE Champion, WWE Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental Champion, European Champion, WWE Tag Team Champion. Favorite quote, "I'm the greatest thing on earth." I don't think I've ever heard him say that. I really don't. I don't know. Who knows? Marty Jannetty debuted 1984, 230 pounds, 5'11", finishing move, the old showstopper. Titles, WWE Tag Team Champion. Favorite quote, and a quote I live by, "Rockin' and rollin', strutting and strolling." And Marty Jannetty, both great wrestlers back in the day, of course. Shawn already up to the almost modern era, and he had a lot longer career, of course, than Marty Jannetty. Marty Jannetty, the partying got in his way, I think, a little too much. So, unfortunately, his career kind of fizzled out a little bit. I would love for him to get back on track. I mean, not to wrestle, but to at least get a WWE Legends deal so we can get some Mattel Rockers figures. That's really what I hope out of Marty Jannetty in this day and age here in 2023 or possibly 2024, depending when you're watching this, depending if you're a Patreon member or non-Patreon member. But Marty Jannetty looking extra good here. But I'm going to put him off to the side, as of course I do have these two loose in my collection here. And they do come with accessories. They come with the tag team title belts. We talked about that a little bit. We've seen these belts numerous times. Not the most iconic tag team title belts to me. I like the painted versions from the Jack's Classic and Jack's Deluxe Classic line better than these regular edition ones. But it gets the job done. You know what it is. It is the tag team title belt. So we do get that. Now we're going to break it down. Let's start with old Marty Jannetty here first. All day long, I think I know this is Marty Jannetty. Maybe I just grew up in the age of a Marty Jannetty, so I know it really well. But it definitely looks like him. Got the nice smiling face going there. You got the big long hair, the mullet going on. Looking good. Marty ready to party, as we do know. He's always ready to party. Got the painted on armbands there, then you got the wrist tape, or I should say forearm tape painted on with the nice graphics that do match the whole outfit. Quite the jumpsuit on these. Never a very iconic look to the Rockers, as I talked about. Definitely one I remember, but not when I close my eyes think of the Rockers. This isn't what I think of at all. But interesting, purple, blue, and yellow. Interesting color combination. Then you got the zebra stripe boots down below. Marty's got the open hand to wave hello, and then he also has the gripping hand here on the side. But it is what it is. It is Marty Jannetty. Of course, arm's going to go all the way around, bicep cut, single jointed elbow, back and forth, side to side at the hand, waist articulation, leg goes all the way up, bend at the knee, ankles back and forth. That's going to be your articulation. Same thing for Shawn Michaels as well. But it looks good for what it is. It's Marty Party right there. And now we're going to turn our attention to old Shawn Michaels. Of course, Shawn Michaels, we all know. We also saw this Shawn Michaels head sculpt reused as part of the Walmart exclusive 3-pack that came with The Rock and Bret Hart. We remember that pack for sure. Marty Shawn's got a nice earring going on. Just one ear, just the left ear. And it's definitely Shawn Michaels in a much earlier incarnation. With a mullet, you could set your watch to right there. He's got 2 gripping hands on him. Of course, articulation can be the exact same as we saw with Marty Jannetty. And the same outfit as Marty Jannetty. I mean, it basically is direct reuse. Is this the same figure twice? Are you kidding me? Was Jax really doing that? They were. Jax was getting the most out of their molds right off the bat at Series 1. Yes, they started hot with the Rockers, Heart Foundation LOD, but they definitely saved some money here on the Rockers. You got the exact same body twice. The hands are different at least. Well, we got one hand different. So they tried to mix it up a little bit. Obviously different heads, but boy, a lot of reuse here. Down to the boots, everything else, which does make sense though. They were a tag team. They were partners. They were similar size, so I think it does work. To me, I don't know. I guess it's okay. I guess if you're going to cheap out on something, I guess that's the way to go. I didn't want them to cheap out on Heart Foundation. Didn't want them to cheap out on the LOD. So I guess if we're going to cheap out on anybody, to me, it would be the Rockers. But very interesting. All these years later, I never really kind of realized that, never really looked at that. So that's something to take note of out there. But an interesting one, definitely an iconic tag team. A little bit of head scratcher on the tag title situation, but it is what it is at this point. But a good set at the end of the day. I just wish we would have got a more traditional Rocker tag team in the set one time or somewhere in the singles, the 2-packs, 3-packs, somewhere. But we just never, unfortunately, did get that one there. But what do you think? What do you think about these Rockers? Were they tag team champions to you? Weigh in the comments down below. To me, they were not. You guys let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far, you might as well like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell so you guys know we got videos every single day, and then some. Yes, and then some. And we got even more content for you, bonus content, exclusive content, Q&As, pizza reviews, dog stuff, you name it, a lot going on over there on the old Patreon. Link in the description below, your best way to support the channel and all of its content. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson, pick up a t-shirt. And then don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 is where you'll find me on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the Rockers, I'm Kyle, and I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling like a young Marty Jannetty into the next video.